The ledger offered little beyond cryptic notations and faded ink sketches. Silver feather, it read in Silas's precise script, followed by a series of coordinates pointing deep into the Superstition Mountains. Jedediah Stone squinted at the markings, the late afternoon sun casting long shadows across the veranda of Elias Thorne's dilapidated house. "What do you make of it?" he asked Clem, who stood beside him, a comforting presence amidst the simmering tension. Clem adjusted his spectacles. "Looks like old Silas had a fascination with birds, or more precisely feathers. Or a rendezvous point," Jedediah countered, tapping the ledger with a calloused finger. "Someone he was meeting with. Someone connected to these shipments to Tucson." Elias Thorne, slumped in a rocking chair, remained unresponsive. "He's been like this since the Carson brothers' raid, a broken man stripped of his ambition and, apparently, his will." Jedediah suspected Thorne knew more than he was letting on, but extracting information from him proved an exercise in futility. "The Carson brothers were paid to distract us," Jedediah continued, more to himself than to either man, "while someone moved goods south. But who paid them, and what were they moving?" "Might be best to head into the mountains, Sheriff," Clem suggested, his voice low. "Find out what Silas was after." Jedediah nodded. "Ryder will scout ahead. We leave at dawn." The following morning, the air was crisp and still. The Superstition Mountains loomed before them, a jagged wall of stone and shadow. Ryder, a young man barely out of his teens, galloped ahead, his feet quickly swallowed by the vast expanse. Jedediah and Clem followed at a more measured pace, the silence broken only by the rhythmic beat of their horses' hooves. The terrain grew increasingly treacherous. Canyons narrowed, and the ground became riddled with loose rocks and thorny brush. As they pressed deeper into the mountains, the sense of foreboding settled upon Jedediah. He felt watched, a primal instinct prickling at the back of his neck. Suddenly, Ryder's shout echoed through the canyons. Jedediah spurred his horse forward, rounding a bend to find Ryder standing over a small clearing. In the center of the clearing, partially obscured by a cluster of ancient cigarros, stood a weathered stone cairn. Atop the cairn, embedded in the rock, was a single tarnished silver feather. "What is it?" Clem asked, dismounting and approaching the cairn cautiously. Jedediah dismounted as well, his eyes fixed on the feather. He recognized the intricate craftsmanship, distinctly Apache, but Silas, a man of the law, would have no dealings with such symbols unless— "This isn't just a marker," Jedediah murmured, circling the cairn. "It's a meeting place. A sacred place." A rustling sound from the surrounding brush startled them. A figure emerged, tall and lean, her face etched with an ancient wisdom. She wore traditional Apache regalia and carried a staff carved with symbols that mirrored those on the feather. "You seek knowledge," she said, her voice like the whisper of the wind. "But are you ready for what you will find?" "Who are you?" Jedediah asked, his hand instinctively moving towards his holster. "I am Nahka," she replied. "I knew your father, and I knew Silas when he was a boy." "Silas?" Jedediah was taken aback. "He never spoke of you." Nahka's eyes narrowed. Silas Bell carried a heavy burden. He knew secrets that should have remained buried. "What secrets?" Clem pressed. Nahka ignored Clem, focusing on Jedediah. "Your father protected this land, Sheriff. Silas followed in his footsteps. He sought to stop those who would exploit it." "Exploit it how?" Jedediah asked. "There are those who seek a power that lies within these mountains, a power that can corrupt the land, and those who dwell upon it." She gestured towards the mountains. "Silas was close to discovering the source." "And what is that source?" Jedediah persisted. Nahka hesitated, her gaze sweeping over the surrounding landscape. "The mountains remembered, Sheriff. They hold the echoes of the past, the memory of a fallen star, and a power that sleeps beneath the stone." Suddenly, a chilling tremor shook the ground. A wave of dizziness washed over Jedediah. He felt a faint resonance within him, a subtle vibration that mirrored the tremor. Nahka's eyes widened. "He sensed it," she whispered. "Silas knew too much." With that, she vanished as suddenly as she had appeared, leaving Jedediah and Clem standing in stunned silence. The silver feather shimmered in the fading sunlight, a silent testament to a mystery far older than Copper Canyon and far more dangerous than they could have imagined. Jedediah tasted something on the wind, an ancient and unknown flavor, sharp and metallic. He knew, with a certainty that settled deep within his bones, that their journey had just begun.